Captain Laurence Bennett stood at the helm of the starship Quantum's Edge, his gaze fixed on the vast expanse of space unfolding before him. The bridge buzzed with the quiet intensity of a crew poised on the brink of the unknown. Beside him, Lieutenant Geneva Bradley monitored the ship's advanced systems with practiced ease, her fingers dancing over the controls. "Status report, Geneva." Lawrence's voice cut through the hum of activity, calm yet commanding. "All systems green, Captain. We're on course and approaching the anomaly," she replied without taking her eyes off the screens. At that moment, Dr. Ronald Green, whom everyone affectionately called Ron, entered the bridge. His presence was a reassuring sight. The renowned quantum physicist's expertise would be crucial for what lay ahead. "Morning, Lawrence, Geneva." Ron greeted them, his eyes quickly scanning the data on the nearest monitor. "How's our mysterious tear in space-time looking today?" Still expanding, Lawrence responded, his tone serious. "We're about to get a closer look." The intercom crackled to life, and the voice of Ambassador Shelley Reed filled the room. "Captain, I've just finished briefing the council. There's a lot of skepticism about our approach." Lawrence exchanged a brief look with Geneva and Ron. "Thanks, Shelley. Keep us posted. We might need to convince them soon enough." As the Quantum's Edge drew closer to the anomaly, the tension on the bridge was palpable. Each crew member knew the stakes were high. Humanity's reputation and the safety of countless lives hung in the balance. They were not just explorers. They were guardians at the frontier of human ingenuity and resilience. "Ready to make history?" Lawrence asked, glancing back at his team with a determined smile. "Always," Geneva replied, her focus unyielding. Ron nodded, adding, "Let's show them what humans are made of." With that, the crew of the Quantum's Edge plunged forward, into the heart of the cosmic maelstrom, ready to face whatever challenges lay in the quantum divide. As the Quantum's Edge drew closer to the anomaly, the tension on the bridge escalated. The vast tear in space-time, a shimmering void edged with the colors of a bruised cosmos, loomed ahead, its edges rippling with unstable energy. "Visuals on screen," Captain Laurence Bennett commanded, his voice steady, despite the rising unease. The view shifted, the anomaly now filling the screen with its eerie, pulsating light. Dr. Ronald Green adjusted his glasses, peering intently at the data streaming in. "The readings are off the charts," he murmured, tapping at his console. "This isn't just a tear, it's a full-blown quantum instability. The fabric of space-time is deteriorating faster than we anticipated." Lieutenant Geneva Bradley, focused and level-headed, glanced at Lawrence. "What's our move, Captain? If this continues, it could swallow the nearby systems." Lawrence nodded, his mind racing through possibilities. "We need to stabilize it, at least temporarily, until we can come up with a permanent solution." "Ron, what are our options?" Ron's fingers flew over his console, equations and simulations flickering across his screen. "We could try a quantum resonance pulse. It might not close the tear, but it could reinforce the surrounding fabric, slow down the expansion." "Prepare the pulse," Lawrence ordered. Geneva immediately relayed the command to the engineering team, her voice calm and authoritative. As the ship maneuvered closer, a sudden jolt shook the bridge. Alarms blared, red lights flashing in urgent rhythm. "We've got incoming," Geneva announced, her eyes locked on the sensor readings. "Looks like Zaltraxian ships. They're not happy we're here." On the screen, sleek, angular vessels marked with the distinctive glyphs of the Zaltraxians emerged from the distortion around the anomaly. Their intentions were clear as they powered up their weapons systems. Ambassador Shelley Reed, who had been coordinating with the Galactic Council, appeared on the bridge, her expression tense. "The Zaltraxians claim the anomaly is sacred to them. They're accusing us of desecration and threatening retaliation." Lawrence's jaw tightened. We're here to save lives, Shelley. Can you buy us some time to stabilize the tear? Shelley nodded, her voice firm. I'll do what I can. But the Zaltraxians are on edge. This could escalate quickly. As Shelley returned to her communications console, Laurence turned to his crew. Geneva, keep us out of their firing range. Ron, get that pulse ready. We may only have one shot at this. The crew of the Quantum's Edge worked with precision, each member acutely aware of the stakes. Outside, the anomaly continued to pulse ominously, a stark reminder of the potential disaster looming over countless innocent lives. Quantum Pulse is charged and ready, Captain, Ron finally announced, his voice a mix of tension and hope. Laurence nodded, his gaze fixed on the screen. Deploy the pulse. Let's show them what humanity is capable of. With a silent command, the pulse surged from the Quantum's Edge, a brilliant stream of energy racing towards the heart of the anomaly. The bridge crew held their breath, watching as the pulse collided with the tear, the light intensifying to a blinding radiance before gradually dimming. Slowly, the rippling edges of the anomaly began to stabilize, the expansion halting. Cheers broke out across the bridge, but Laurence remained focused, aware of the Zaltraxian ships still looming threateningly nearby. Good work, everyone, he said, allowing himself a brief smile. But stay sharp. This isn't over yet. Their celebration was short-lived as the Zaltraxian ships, previously silent observers to the unfolding drama, began to stir. The sleek metallic vessels, known for their methodical and deterministic nature, seemed to hesitate, their movements uncertain in the wake of humanity's unpredictable success. Laurence's gaze hardened as he observed the Zaltraxian fleet. They didn't expect us to succeed. Now they're recalculating their next move. Geneva, keep an eye on their energy signatures. I don't want any surprises. Geneva nodded, her fingers flying over the controls. Energy signatures are fluctuating, Captain. It looks like they're powering up their weapons systems, but there's something off. Dr. Green leaned in, his curiosity piqued. Off how? It's like they're hesitating, Geneva replied, puzzled. Their actions are inconsistent with their usual tactical patterns. It's almost as if they're impressed. The revelation hung in the air, a testament to the unprecedented event they had all witnessed. Humanity, with its unique understanding of chaos and randomness, had achieved what no other race in the galaxy dared to attempt. They had stabilized the tear in space-time, and, in doing so, demonstrated a level of ingenuity and resilience that was unheard of among the stars. Laurence's smile returned, this time with a hint of pride. Let them be impressed. Today, humanity has shown that we are not to be underestimated. We've faced the unknown and emerged victorious. In the dimly lit conference room aboard the Quantum's Edge, Captain Laurence Bennett stood before his crew, his eyes reflecting a mix of determination and the weight of their critical situation. The holographic display in the center of the room showed the menacing, ever-expanding tear in space-time, a visual reminder of the stakes at hand. Listen up, everyone, Laurence began, his voice firm yet inspiring. We've all seen the data. Traditional methods won't work here. The anomaly is too complex, too chaotic. But that's exactly where our strength lies. Humanity has thrived in chaos, where others see randomness. We see patterns, possibilities. He paused, letting his words sink in before continuing. I propose we use that to our advantage. We're going to manipulate the quantum fields directly. It's risky, yes, but it's our best shot at not just containing this tear, but repairing it. Dr. Ronald Green chimed in, his tone a mixture of excitement and caution. Captain's right. Our understanding of quantum mechanics and chaos theory gives us a unique edge. We can create a device, a quantum resonance pulsar, that can generate controlled quantum fluctuations. These fluctuations could theoretically gradually repair the tear. The crew exchanged looks, some skeptical, others filled with resolve. Laurence knew he needed everyone on board, literally and figuratively. We're not just saving lives here, we're proving that humanity can handle the universe's toughest challenges. Are you with me? A chorus of affirmations filled the room, the team's morale boosted by Laurence's leadership and the innovative plan. As the crew set to work on the quantum resonance pulsar, the atmosphere aboard the Quantum's Edge was a blend of frantic energy and meticulous precision. Geneva Bradley oversaw the engineering teams, her expertise crucial in translating the theoretical designs into a functional device. Meanwhile, light years away, Ambassador Shelley Reed faced a different kind of challenge. At the Galactic Council, she stood firm against a sea of skepticism from the Zaltraxian delegates and other members. "The very idea is preposterous," exclaimed HFY, the Zaltraxian leader. "Your reliance on chaos and randomness is as unstable and dangerous as the anomaly itself." Shelley, undeterred, responded with calm authority. "What you call preposterous, we call innovation. Humanity has a history of achieving the impossible precisely because we dare to think outside conventional limits. This isn't just about repairing a tear. It's about taking a step forward in cosmic understanding." Back on the Quantum's Edge, the device began to take shape. The core, capable of generating and directing quantum fluctuations, was a marvel of engineering, encapsulating the chaos that so defined human ingenuity. As Geneva watched the final components being installed, she couldn't help but feel a surge of pride. "We're almost there," she murmured to herself, aware of the monumental task ahead, but confident in their creation. The stakes were high, and the eyes of the galaxy were on them, some doubting, others hopeful. The crew of the Quantum's Edge was not just carrying the hopes of their ship or planet, but of humanity itself. As they prepared to deploy the device, the tension was palpable, but so was the sense of anticipation. They were on the brink of something great, something that could redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. As the Quantum's Edge approached the anomaly, the tension on the bridge was palpable. Captain Laurence Bennett stood resolute, his eyes fixed on the swirling vortex of the tear in space-time displayed on the main screen. Beside him, Lieutenant Geneva Bradley and Dr. Ronald Green were making the final adjustments to the quantum resonance pulsar, the device they hoped would mend the fabric of the universe. "Geneva, status report," Laurence commanded, his voice steady despite the stakes. "We're almost there, Captain," Geneva replied, her fingers moving deftly over the control panel. "The pulsar is charged and ready to deploy. We just need to position ourselves at the optimal distance to ensure maximum effect." Laurence nodded, turning to Dr. Green. "Ron, once we're in position, it's all on you. Make sure the calculations are precise. We won't get a second shot at this." Dr. Green adjusted his glasses, a slight nod indicating his readiness. "The quantum fluctuations are unpredictable, but the math is solid, Captain. We'll stabilize the tear." With a deep breath, Laurence gave the order. "Geneva, bring us in. Slow and steady." The Quantum's Edge maneuvered closer to the anomaly, the ship's engines humming softly as they countered the gravitational distortions caused by the tear. As they reached the designated coordinates, Geneva locked the ship's position. "Deploying the pulsar now," she announced, pressing the deployment button. A slight shudder ran through the ship as the device detached from the cargo bay and drifted towards the anomaly. On the bridge, the crew watched the pulsar's progress on the screen. The device activated, emitting a pulsating light as it began to generate controlled quantum fluctuations. These fluctuations rippled through space-time, interacting with the tear. Suddenly, the tear's violent swirling slowed, its edges beginning to coalesce rather than fray. The light from the pulsar grew brighter, its frequency syncing perfectly with the quantum vibrations of the tear. "It's working," Dr. Green whispered, his voice a mixture of awe and relief. The fluctuations are stabilizing the anomaly. The bridge crew held their breath as the pulsar's light reached a crescendo, the tear in space-time shimmering, and then, slowly, beginning to seal. The edges of the anomaly melded together, the fabric of the universe knitting itself whole again. As the last flicker of the anomaly faded, the pulsar powered down, its mission complete. Cheers erupted on the bridge, the crew embracing as the weight of impending disaster lifted. Laurence allowed himself a smile, pride swelling in his chest. Well done, team. You've not only saved countless lives, but proved that humanity can handle the cosmos's toughest challenges. With the anomaly repaired, the Zaltraxian ships began to withdraw, their retreat a silent acknowledgement of humanity's triumph. The crew of the Quantum's Edge turned their attention back to the healed anomaly. The once threatening tear was now a mere flicker in the vastness of space, a reminder of the incredible feat they had accomplished. Set a course back to Earth, Laurence commanded, his voice steady and confident. It's time to share our success with the world. Humanity has a new chapter to write in the annals of space exploration, and it starts with us. As the Quantum's Edge maneuvered away from the now stabilizing tear in space-time, the crew could hardly believe their eyes. The once menacing rift that threatened to devour entire systems was gradually ceasing its expansion, its edges beginning to mend under the influence of the quantum resonance pulse they had deployed. On the bridge, Captain Laurence Bennett, Lieutenant Geneva Bradley, and Dr. Ronald Green watched in awe, their hearts buoyed by the success of their daring mission. Laurence turned to his crew, a broad smile breaking across his face. Can you believe it? We actually did it. Geneva, eyes still fixed on the data screens, let out a relieved laugh. I knew we could do it, but seeing it with my own eyes is something else. Ron, ever the scientist, adjusted his glasses and peered at the readings. The data is remarkable. This will change how we understand quantum mechanics forever. The Zaltraxians, along with representatives from various other alien races, observed the scene from their own vessels. Initially skeptical of the humans' unconventional methods, they were now forced to acknowledge the effectiveness of human creativity and adaptability. The once critical voices that had echoed through the Galactic Council's chambers were now replaced with murmurs of respect and even admiration. On the Zaltraxian ship, Leader HFY watched the human success with a complex expression. He activated the communication channel to the Quantum's Edge. Captain Bennett, this is HFY. Humanity has shown us a new way today, he admitted, his voice a mixture of reluctance and respect. Your methods are unconventional, but the results are undeniable. Back on the Quantum's Edge, Laurence responded, Thank you, Leader HFY. We hope this will be a step towards greater understanding and cooperation among our species. Meanwhile, Ambassador Shelley Reed, who had been tirelessly advocating for human-led interventions, received commendations from her peers across the Galactic Council. The success of the mission not only proved humanity's capabilities, but also showcased their leadership in crisis situations. The Council, once hesitant, now looked to humanity for guidance on cosmic anomalies. Shelley shared the news with Laurence via a secure channel. Laurence, the Council is impressed. They're already talking about expanding our role in galactic affairs. That's great news, Shelley, Laurence replied. It's about time humanity took its place at the galactic table. Geneva chimed in, her voice filled with pride. Looks like we're not just part of the galaxy now. We're leading it. Ron added, just think of the research opportunities this will open up. We're at the frontier of a whole new field of quantum studies. As the fabric of space-time healed, the crew of the Quantum's Edge prepared for their journey back to Earth, their mission a resounding success. They had not only averted a cosmic disaster, but had also paved the way for a new era of human leadership in the galaxy. Upon their return, the Quantum's Edge was met with celebrations across human territories. News of their success had spread quickly, painting the crew as heroes who had faced down the unknown and emerged victorious. The Galactic Council formally acknowledged the unique capabilities of humans, and Ambassador Reed was appointed to a new position, tasked with leading efforts in navigating and repairing cosmic anomalies. Captain Bennett stood before his crew, his eyes sweeping over the faces of those who had stood by him through uncertainty and danger. "We've done more than just repair a tear in the universe today," he began, his voice steady and proud. "We've shown that human resilience and ingenuity can not only meet but exceed the challenges of the cosmos," he continued, reflecting on the journey they had undertaken. "In the vastness of the universe, it's easy to feel insignificant. But today, we've proven that humanity's spirit is anything but. We are now not only respected but feared as the most badass and hardcore race in the galaxy, unmatched in our mastery of quantum chaos." As the crew erupted into cheers, the story of the Quantum's Edge closed. Humanity, once an underdog in the galactic community, had now cemented its place as a leader, a protector, and a pioneer in the cosmic age. Their tale of courage and innovation would be told for generations, inspiring future explorers to embrace the unknown with bold hearts and sharp minds.